Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Woldolf's Garage. Today we're going to be swapping out the battery in the old EcoDiesel. Unfortunately, with how cold it got, the battery did not last. It's going to be a little tight in here today because I'm not opening the garage door because it's only a balmy 10 degrees outside, so stay tuned and see what happens. Basically, I'm not a mechanic, so don't judge me a ton. I know about enough information to tinker on stuff to be dangerous, but that's about it. I believe it's only 3 bolts that's actually holding the battery in and together. One for each terminal, and then one for the bracket that actually holds the battery in place. It looks like it's going to be a 10 millimeter in order for all 3 of them. So let's go ahead and get started and see how it goes. All right, looks like the battery does have a couple handles here to pull it out. You just got to get the insulation off the top of it. The part number for this battery is a 56029642AA. It comes with the 800 CCA, the cold cranking amps. I went ahead and got the new one. It's got 900 cold cranking amps. I figured it was only maybe 20 bucks. I might as well just get the newer one. I went and ordered mine online so that way I don't have to try to pick one up off the shelf. Plus I was reading the forums and they said that during them trying to find one of these batteries, it was a little hard for them to find the batteries, so I just went ahead and ordered one online. They said that this one was a little hard to find because it's the AGM battery, which is a little bit different, but it was right online and they shipped it to the house, so I didn't have any issues with it. They also said that one of the things with these batteries is that it will slowly go out, so it won't give you the same just completely dead. It'll slowly start going out over time. And I noticed mine's getting there because whenever it goes to start it, sometimes it'll be so low that it won't even do the remote start. It'll start to kind of, go through the process to do the startup process. And then whenever it goes to crank it, it just stops. And then whenever it does crank it over, you can see that the lights in the dash, they dim. I know it's not the usual whenever you're cranking over a vehicle and the lights go out. This one's the lights actually dimming whenever it's trying to turn over the vehicle. So we're gonna go ahead and get this one swapped out. Now with these, I don't know if you've ever replaced a battery before, but if you haven't, there is a bracket on the front of the battery. It's right here. It's got a pretty long-winded screw or bolt that goes into it. You gotta take that out because that actually holds the battery in. And then the back of the battery, there's a lip on it. And what you'll have to do is push it forward and then pull it up. If not, you'll get caught in that lip on the back of the battery back here. So whenever you're putting the new battery in, it's gonna have that same lip on it. So you'll have to put it in and then slide it backwards in order for it to fit into place. And then you'll put this bracket back down on it, and then that will hold the battery in place. And that's what keeps it from moving around as you're driving. So you don't have to worry about the battery bouncing into the engine or anything like that. It stays in place. In place, slid backwards. Now if I can remember which way this bracket went. So I wasn't paying attention when I took it off. The bracket actually goes down like this. It's gonna look really weird because that's what it looks like there, and that's the downside. It actually goes in like this, and this little lip right here is what holds the battery in. Now to get down to it, I used a socket extension. I didn't have a real long one, but this one worked just fine. And then when you're doing it, don't do what I did and make sure that you put the insulation back on the battery before you throw it in there. We should be able to move this here. All right, that is all it is to change the battery. Just make sure you get your bolts tight. The positive terminal, the bolt seems like you're going to break the terminal. Whenever they replaced the engine, I had issues because the mechanic that replaced it didn't tighten the bolt down on the terminal for the positive as tight as it needed to be. So you could literally just walk in here and lift up on the on this terminal here, and it would just the wires would just come off. So yeah, so that's the battery. All right guys, that's it for today with the EcoDiesel. Just remember, whenever you do replace those batteries, you got your core, so you can get your core returned whenever you take that back. I ordered it online, so hopefully I can just take it back into the store. I don't know yet. I will try to remember and fill you in on the next video. I think we're going to be putting a basically a shock absorber on the tailgate, so that way it doesn't just slam down. So go ahead and tune in next time on Woldolf's Garage and check it out. Thanks guys, have a good day.